There's the T6, and you know what's so great when you shop for a Canon camera here at QVC? You get so much other than just the camera. Yes, you're going to get the Rebel T6, but you're going to get not one, but two lenses, like our Super Zoom lens. You're going to get the camera bag to have it ready to go. Everything's in black to match. You're going to get the strap for your camera. You're going to get the battery charger, and look at that, a 32 gig SD card to hold a lot of photos, so you don't have to constantly be downloading them onto your computer and having to erase so many, and of course you get the charging cable. Okay, so normally at QVC this runs for $549, but for this weekend only we've knocked $70 off the QVC price. But look at the difference than what you'd have to spend in retail. So even at the full price this was great, because all of this would add up to, if sold separately, almost a $1,200 value, again, one weekend only, this weekend, at that insane sale price of $479.96. And you're gonna get a bunch of software to make using your camera fun. You can print out pictures, stuff that you can frame. Remember framing photos, Paige? Yeah, almost a bygone era. I'm getting so excited, I'm almost losing my voice. But this is incredible, and I love the fact that here is a camera, because I have been down this road with DSLR cameras where I've wanted to invest because I wanted to get better, more beautiful photos on these vacations. But my lifestyle is so much about posting and sharing with my friends on Facebook and Instagram that I've been relying on my phone.
Yeah. We all do that,
right?
It's our crutch because it's so easy to use, and you hit the point, which is why we're all doing that. It's that ease of use, but instant sharing. As soon as I take an amazing picture, I need to share it with grandparents, with my best friends, with my sister. But now what I'm losing, well, the clarity, the sharpness, the real story. And here's the cool thing. I've been using this camera 6 months. Every day I use it on Wi-Fi. It blows me away still. Now, I just took all those fabulous pictures of you having that confetti party.
Hi.
But look at this. Hi.
On your tablet.
Look, no wires. You didn't see me take out the memory card. You didn't see a complicated process. What you are seeing is instant satisfaction. Look at this story that unfolded. Not only is this a super fast camera, not only is this Canon quality, but we are actually able to share this instantly. Look at Stacy having a ball here. We actually froze action in time. But this is what pictures are meant to be done. Shared instantly. We love to use them on our iPad. We love to post them to Facebook, text them, email, so much more. Here's the complete story. Stacey, are they awesome?
Wow, I cannot believe how crystal clear that is. Usually an action shot, even with some good cameras, can be blurry. Definitely with my phone, trying to get my kids running across the yard, I could never get something so crystal clear.
Well, that's really why you want to step up your game. I want to talk about that camera for your family. So maybe you've been thinking about putting your toe in the water and you're nervous, but the best part of this camera, you know, you talk about that clarity and that sharpness, that ease of use, but this is really designed for first users of mine. This is designed for the family members. This is even designed for that photo enthusiast who's a little more savvy with the camera. And we're going to walk you through that. We're going to show you how to do that. But you can see here, it's that instant feedback on that back of that huge LCD. You're taking that pictures and high definition video. I can't wait to tell you more about this. This is high definition 1080p. This is truly the best of the best. But you can use this camera throughout your life. So maybe it's that fast action, maybe it's that recital, maybe that vacation that Stacy talked about. You're starting to plan. You know, if you're going to Italy for that once in a lifetime vacation, you're going to Paris, or perhaps you finally corral the whole family to go with you. Trust me, this is the camera you're going to want to bring with you to capture those moments. It's that legacy that you're leaving behind. Portability, ease of use, it's truly the whole picture, and why Canon has secured the loyalty of the professionals for years.
Yeah, if you were watching that video, this was the camera that we brought in for our big December holiday, and we did have it available in red. I want to say that sold out. We sold more than 30,000 of these cameras. So the black is the only one available, but again, it's going to match everything, including your black camera bag. This, so popular, customer top rated, and maybe we'll read some reviews for you in a little bit, but I would love to take a look closer at the camera itself, because I like to call this truly goof proof.
Well, it is goof-proof. I mean, this is really a sophisticated camera on the outside, but it's that point and shoot simplicity that we all love. And one of my favorite buttons I live on. Now, you know, I have Canon pros at my fingertips, right?
Yes.
I have a good relationship with these guys. I can call them at any time to give me the right setting, but I'll tell you what, I live on this green button. This is green means go for a reason. This is fully auto. So, you know, for years we've all used those point and shoot cameras. They have that green button, they have that auto button. It's the same button. It's just in a fancy model. So if you're somebody who likes that point and shoot simplicity on the cell phone, it's actually easier because by the time I turn on my cell phone, right, I pop on my password, I open it, I find my camera app. It's an app, PS, it's not an actual camera. And you get in there, it's 4 steps, whereas you're just turning your camera on, putting it on A, and starting to fire your pictures. But the nice thing is Canon didn't stop there. They actually walk you through. So I'm gonna shut the camera off. I'm gonna show you the experience you're going to get the first time you turn on the camera. So after you put your battery in, you're gonna see here, it's gonna walk you through each of the modes. So you're not gonna have to do any guesswork with any of the icons. So you saw I was just on your green auto, so that's your auto shots. Now it's flash off. I'm gonna show you some great ways to use your camera with your flash off for birthday parties, anniversaries, museums. Creative auto, that's a great mode to hold your hand when you wanna start exploring, taking adventures with your camera, maybe get outside that auto zone if you want, you do not have to. Portraits of friends and family. We have your landscapes, sweeping landscapes. Guess what's happening here? The camera is so smart, Stacy. It already has all those settings configured in there. All the calculations have been done for you. All you need to do is say, you know what? Today I'm out with the kids at a sporting event. Let me put it on sports mode. Or maybe later on, you're out to a restaurant and you saw a beautiful dish, or maybe you're the one who's made that beautiful dish and you want to capture it. Here's a food mode.
No way.
We had a food mode. We love our food, don't we? We have bragging rights.
I'm always posting my recipes on my Facebook page, Stacey Stauffer QVC, because I love to cook. But I'll tell you what, sometimes it looks pretty, the dish in front of me, but by the time I take the photo with my cell phone, I can't get enough light. It looks drab, it's not as colorful. So this is incredible.
Yeah, the settings have been done to make it warmer, more yummy food, but it's for every setting. So whatever your passion is, they have it built in there.
That is truly awesome. And I love too this LCD screen.
Oh yes, well, you know, that's something that really we don't talk about enough around here. We see here that you have this huge 3-inch LCD, but that's really something that the pros, this is one of their top tools they've used for years. What we call, you and I say it's your LCD screen, they call it instant feedback.
Oh, really?
Right, so instant feedback is, if you want to compose your pictures on here, now I'm challenged, I wear contacts. So a lot of times I will actually use the 3-inch LCD right here to compose my family and friends, because I'll know if somebody blinked. I'll know if I have everyone in the shot. But say you want to start taking pictures on video mode. All you need to do is put your camera on video mode, and just right here, you're going to see a button. And you use the same LCD to compose 1080p. Let me see, how you looking, 1080? Hey, you look gorgeous.
I felt so lonely out there just looking at the couch.
No, it's so sad, right? You want to capture in high definition video, and here's the cool thing. Leave the camcorders at home. Now you just bring one device for high definition pictures, high definition video with full audio. So it's just that easy, just switching the dial and composing on the back of the camera.
And you have that nice big screen as your viewfinder now, which is
3 inches.
awesome.
Fantastic.
Okay, and then you've got not one, but 2 lenses.
Yes. Well, we always talk about your camera that grows with you. So long gone are the days where digital cameras were really disposable, because you would use them and say, well, I wanted, you know, more megapixels, or I want a better camera. But the secret of the pros, how they don't outgrow a camera, is one simple thing: lenses. It's all about the lenses. So perhaps you want that everyday workhorse. This is what we've included here. This is your 18 to 55 millimeter, and I'm going to show you a picture of a great example of when you want to use this camera.
Okay.
But for the times you want to get closer to your subject and you don't want to move one single step, I'm going to show you a very simple process. Now, the first time most of us see this, we want to run for the hills, because changing lenses looks like something that really just the pros should do, and you're worried about breaking the camera.
But of course.
Hand this off to my family. No, I don't want to break it. You're not going to break this camera. It's super durable. It's designed to be played with, and you can see right here what you're going to do when you have your second lens. This is your 75 to 300 millimeter. We've included this lens. You're going to take off the lens cap right there.
Okay.
And you're going to look for one or two things. Your lens is either going to have a red dot or a white box. And all you're going to do is match it up with the lens. And I don't know if you're my age group, but however, when I grew up with Garanimals, do you remember that clothing line?
I wore it.
I wore well. I don't want to brag.
You owe me a Pepsi or whatever. Yeah.
And so what you want to do is link up. So you see your red dot. With your red dot here, you're going to match them up. Give your lens a twist. So super easy.
And now we got the super zoom.
Yeah, this is the Mac Daddy.
Oh,
okay?
yeah,
I
this is what I
love this
love.
lens. This lens is what I use at sporting events. This lens is what I use when I didn't get that front row seat because we were late to my daughter's recital. This is the lens when you want to capture something a little extra special. You know, one of my favorite things, and you'll start to find this, Stacey, is once you start getting your camera and you start reviewing your pictures, you're going to start to see a theme. You're going to say, you know what, I didn't realize that I love to take nature photography so much, or maybe it's birds, or maybe you'll start to discover themes that you like to photograph. For me, it was flowers and nature. And I wanted to show you two different things here. First of all, you know, we talk about the cell phone era, you know, the ease of use, but when we start printing these pictures, you're going to see a completely different story. It's going to be a rude awakening, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It's going to say to you, hey, you know, I know you have your cell phone, but there's a reason why you want to step away. This is the very same flower at the very same time of day, literally within 1 minute of each other. And the reason I zoomed is because a cell phone we use, I see all of us, you know, me included. I raise my hand. It's called a pinch zoom on your cell phone. It's not a photography term, by the way. That's not a technical term.
I was wondering.
But we do it, right? So here's the same subject and the same technique used on both. So the cell phone O zoomed and the Canon T6. That's your telephoto zoom. That's that Mac Daddy lens that I just showed you. I mean, it's startling. I mean, this is something that you would see from a magazine. It feels 3D.
It feels National Geographic right there, quality.
A little pat on your back, and that's what you'll start to see. You keep saying, I did that?
Yeah.
I can do that, and you sure can. And another great example, I mean, it's the same type of mentality, but cell phone zoomed, and then your telephoto.
It doesn't even look like the same flower. It looks like you took a picture of a white flower when in fact, look at the purples. Look at the fire, the orange and the pinks and the reds on the inside and the detail. I mean, it almost looks like it's a work of art, but it's nature how it's supposed to be viewed and now shared because you have the built-in Wi-Fi. So this is finally your high-end camera that comes with the convenience that you have been relying on and loving of your cell phone. But I mean, come on, what you get out of this, though, in terms of the quality for all those memories. So really, you just take it, you share it, and then you frame it. You frame those pictures because now they are frame worthy. And this is no better time for you to finally invest in that Canon DSLR camera that you've been wanting, because this weekend only we have the great sale price. It's $70 off the QVC price, but heck, if you tried to put our offer together out at retail, look at that would be almost $1,200 you would have to spend for the camera, for the extra super zoom lens, for the camera bag, for the 32 gig SD card, for the battery charger, for all the software and services that we're giving to you. Again, there's the value, there's the breakup of everything alone. Huge difference, and we have easy pay. So if you order with your credit card for no extra charge, you can simply break up that price of $479 into a monthly payment of $79.99, and we're not going to charge you a dime for shipping and handling. That doesn't always happen here at QVC. So again, it's another benefit, but it is for this weekend only. If you have this camera, if you purchased it when it was the Today's Special Value in December, I would love for you to call us or any of your Canon DSLR to tell us and share your experience with what your photos are like now. Our testimonial line is open, but there you go, starting off with that 18 to 55 millimeter lens and then the super zoom.
Super zoom, I mean, this is really feature packed. We have both amazing lenses, your auto mode, which is our favorite mode that we're using out there, ease of use at its best, a 3-inch LCD monitor designed so you can capture your pictures, Wi-Fi capability so you can take your pictures and instantly send to your iPad and your smartphones and share with the world, and that full high definition movie mode. We love this mode so much. I use it all the time for everyday moments. A lithium ion rechargeable battery, 32 gigabyte card, that's almost 4,000 pictures, a USB cable if you want to connect the traditional methods, and then we also have your Canon camera strap and a Canon camera bag, and this camera is going to come with the black bag, and then you also have a photo voucher and a photo book. So it's really the whole story. We want you to take the pictures. We want you to share the pictures. I love what you said about printing. That is my biggest thing. When we look around my picture, I mean, of course, most of us have pictures, all of our loved ones around our house. But I ask you, Are those pictures from cell phones that are in those frames?
Right.
They're most likely not. I was
No.
going to say no. Mine aren't. And because they don't have the clarity. They don't have the sharpness. And one of the things, you know, we're looking at that beautiful picture there that just takes me back to a great vacation. I went
Ooh,
with some
that looks like
friends.
Fiji or the South Pacific.
And, you know, it was